me, Ryan Friend Studios, and I'm back with another video. And today I have a very special Army video. And you're probably like, Ryan, why are there First Order Troopers, clones, battle droids, and Empire Troopers all in the same kind of army? And I consider this to be Palpatine's army because he was behind all of this, including the First Order, because the First Order was part of his little plan to, come back and everything using Snoke and Kylo Ren. So I consider all of these people, to be a part of his army. And over here we have 34 First Order Troopers. We have 14 Separatists. Or no, wait, I don't remember. Then we have we have 21 clones, and then we also have 31 Imperial Troopers and 18 named characters. And I'm just covering this up with this box because Hogwarts is a mess right now. But we have just a bunch of different figures here. It's a combined total of 121 figures, so that's absolutely insane. And this is going to grow a lot after I get a ton of figures for my clone base, including a ton of 5 for battle packs. So this clone portion is gonna double, and these battle droids are probably gonna like half themselves and grow 50% bigger. Named characters. So let's start in the back here. We have some with the Imperial Troopers. So we have 2 Death Troopers right here, which are really nice. I have my own custom built blasters for them, and they look really nice. We have 1 Inferno Squad member. I gave one to my friend, and then the other one I just lost. I don't know where he is. And then we have a Shadow Trooper for the newer one here, and that looks absolutely amazing. Then we have a TIE Striker pilot from the Microfighter. We have 2 of these Imperial ladies, I don't know what we call them, they're like technicians or whatever. And then we also have these Hoth generals with custom faces. I just put my own faces on some characters, especially officer ones. And then over here we have another officer, and he's holding this little control pad and I guess a hologram that I added to him. And then we have an ATST pilot here. We have a Beach Trooper, my own custom Beach Trooper, looking pretty fine right there. And then we have an AT driver. Over here we have these hover tank pilots, and so those are pretty cool. Then 2 Beach Troopers from the Scarif battle or whatever. 2 Sand Troopers, one's a captain and one's just a regular Sand Trooper, I guess. And then we have 3 of these guys. I have a 4th one, but it's all sharpied up, and I would say this would probably be maybe 10% bigger, this entire army in general, if I didn't Sharpie over figures like I did like 4 or 5 years ago. And then we have 4 of these Imperial guys. I don't know what you call them. They're like Imperial Patrol Troopers. I got 2 of the battle packs, and they're pretty cool. And then 2 of these Imperials, and then 3 of these versions. And I wish they were just consistent for at least another 5 years. Like, we've only had this figure for about 4 years, and they just keep changing them so much, and it's really annoying. Then over here we have my First Order, and this is probably the biggest part of the army because I have a lot of First Order people. We have this technician over here. I don't know who he really is, like a guy. We have the Final Order officer, and the reason why I have Final Order is because they would look weird on their own because I only have the 1 battle pack. And then there's 2 Imperial officers in their Navy outfits that look pretty cool. We have a regular TIE pilot here and a Special Forces TIE pilot, so that's pretty cool. The Jet Trooper from the new Rise of Skywalker sets, a captain, and I think 3 of these regular snow troopers. And then we have 3 Flame Troopers, which will look really nice as well. And then you might see this red portion over here, and these are some Praetorian Guards with they have different weapons. These are the same figure, and this one is different, and he's like a chain piece or whatever from the battle pack. Then I have a mix of the newer kind of style helmets and the older ones, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 First Order Stormtroopers, and then the officer with the pauldron. So that's pretty cool. And then we have 2 Sith Troopers with identical weapons. I thankfully had a black version of these I got from the Avengers Tower, so I just applied it to the one that I got in the battle pack. Then I have 2 of the Jet Troopers, which I still need to replace these. I just couldn't find the blasters right away. And then we have General Hux, and right behind him is BB-9E. So that's pretty cool. I couldn't put him in the named characters section because I just wanted to keep it 3x6. Yeah, 6. And Yeah, so over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 regular battle droids. And obviously I'll get a lot more battle droids once I get the battle pack, the 501st battle pack. Then we have a super rocket droid, which I should be getting more for my clone base, hopefully, along with some commando droids. And then we have 2 of these Kashyyyk droids, which are labeled on the box as just a regular battle droid, which is that, and a AAT driver battle droid, which is the blue. So I don't know why they called them that. They should just call it Kashyyyk battle droids at that point. But now we get into the good stuff. We have the clones here, and you may be like, oh, look at these Imperial officers. And these are not Imperial officers because I took the head off of them and put clone heads, and these are the angry clone head. I'll eventually switch these out with the newer ones for my clone base, but that's what I have right now. So we have 2 of those guys, which are pretty cool. We have 2 of the Phase 1 gunners and a Phase 2 gunner. We have a 501st Trooper, which was given to me by my friend, the Music Man Reviewer. Tyler, I traded him a bunch of stuff for it. And then we have 4 Bomb Squad Troopers. And I know people don't like these, but I actually don't really have a problem with them because it's really cool. The printing is really good. They even have toe printing. And back in 2011, toe printing isn't very easy to come by, so it's pretty cool to have that. We have a Horn Company clone, I believe that's what their name is. And then we have an ARF Trooper, and I would have 2 of each of these guys. I actually have 3 ARF Troopers, but I Sharpied over them. I still have the figure. It's just I'm going to paint over them eventually, make like 2 501st ARF Troopers, and then like a Commander Bly, I'll just paint over stuff like that. We have 2 of these Phase 2 Kashyyyk clones, which are not canon, by the way, and 3 of the Scout Troopers, which are pretty cool, and they actually are canon. Then we have 3 Phase 1 Shinies, and I wish I really had more of these. And then the front here, we have the new 332nd, which is absolutely amazing, one of my favorite figures currently. Just the helmet looks so amazing, and I guess I am getting pretty close to getting a 501st Trooper if I have, 3/4 of one. Now we get into the good stuff. We have the named characters, and over here we've burnt up Anakin. We have Anakin, and I didn't include like Clone Wars Anakin, I just included Episode 3 Anakin, where he's doing Obi-Wan because he was evil then, and he's all part of Palpatine's little plan, I guess you could call it. We've hidden Versio back here that's been torn up. All right, and then over here we have the Lord himself, Palpatine, the leader of all of these troopers, I guess, because he's behind all of it, and it's just really crazy. And then we have my Darth Maul, who I kind of modified a bit. I have the double-bladed lightsaber that I got in bricks and pieces, so that's really cool. We have 2 Knights of Ren. Hopefully I'll get the other 4 sometime in the future, before, they get super expensive. And then we have 3 Kylo Rens here. We have these, I would have 4, actually. Oops. Stupid Palpatine. So we have the Rise of Skywalker Palpatine, Last Jedi, and Force Awakens one, and he has his cape respectively with his cracked helmet, and then the faces are pretty much the same underneath all of them, except these 2 have a scar, to my knowledge. Actually, no, I must have switched out the heads. Regardless, and then we have 3 of the Vaders that have kind of evolved over time. This is the 20th anniversary one, so, it's not the legit one, but still pretty cool. Nonetheless, and then we have this one from, I don't know when, it's just kind of, it's not in the best condition. And then we have the newer one, and I hope to replace it with the ARM printed one very soon. We have General Grievous. I couldn't find all of his lightsabers. They're somewhere. But I just have the tan General Grievous. Hopefully, I'll get the white one in the General Grievous Starfighter whenever I manage to pick that up. Then we have a makeshift Count Dooku. I have no idea how I have the torso, but I also used the Saruman head, and then I had the hairpiece and everything else. And then I also had an extra one of these that I just painted silver from my Ventress, which I fricked up the face really badly. Back then. I was trying to remove the lipstick because it was a bit too much. But that was a very bad idea because now it looks horrifying. I might want to buy a replacement head sometime down the line. Then we have Iden Versio. This, I don't know what to say, really. She's not in a rebel attire, so I guess she's still bad at that point. But either way, it's still Iden Versio. And then we have Admiral Pryor and a Jango Fett. So that is my 121 LEGO Star Wars minifigures, and this is kind of a LEGO Star Wars collection at this point, because this is probably 75% of the minifigures I own that are LEGO Star Wars related. And yeah, I think this is just pretty cool. A lot of these are not official LEGO figures, like everything's made out of LEGO, but they're just makeshift purist customs, I guess, even though some of them are a little tatted up. Like I still have the Sharpied up legs on these guys. So yeah, unfortunately I ruined a lot of my clones back in the day, so maybe I could have had like these 4 clones here. I also have a painted Phase 1 Captain Rex. And I didn't include that because he's not technically, as he's a part of Palpatine's plan, but he's not entirely, because he's, kind of quits it, I guess, which would probably be half of these figures at this point if they wanted to quit, because especially Kylo Ren's, the Darth Vaders, the Anakins, So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Maybe I don't think I'm going to be doing another one of these anytime soon, probably not for another year. And I'm just going to title this Palpatine's Army video because I know people I'm going to get comments being like, oh, but why is Force Order? Yeah, I don't really care. It's all part of, if it's part of Palpatine's plan, then it's a part of his army. And I would be very scared if Palpatine had all 4 of these factions all under his control with all these very powerful beings. It would be very sad. It would be very, not sad, but it would be very horrifying. Yet again, like Anakin and Vader, they're the same character, just from different time periods. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.